Hello and welcome! Now that you've got yourself started, decapitated a variety of enemies, and with any luck got the better of a troll or two, it's time to delve into the Black Forest in search of burial chambers. Burial chambers are one of the most important locations to search for when starting out, as they'll provide you with your first real source of many of the important items early on, including Surtling Cores, enabling you to build portals to fast travel between your bases, smelters to enable you to refine your copper and tin ores, silver and iron at a later date, and charcoal kilns to speed up the production of coal for use in smelters. And trust me, it's a lot more efficient and cost effective than just burning all your food. Burial chambers have a variety of different appearances, but the main three are the large raised rocks with an entrance at one end, a small entrance surrounded by 3 stones set into the side of a hill, and a larger downward flight of stone stairs with the entrance underground level. Typically, the exterior of the burial chambers will be guarded by 3 skeletons, which can be made up of a combination of archers and swordsmen. They will normally spawn when the player is within 60 meters of the burial chamber, and there is a 10% chance for the spawned creature, in this case a skeleton, to level up. This 10% level up is further split into a 9% chance for a 1-star enemy and a 1% chance for a 2-star enemy. With this in mind, if you run into skeletons whilst out wandering in the Black Forest and you're not near any large stone buildings, you're probably very near to a burial chamber, so take care of that bony fella and start searching the immediate surroundings. Whilst we're on the topic of skeletons, let me just give you some more info and handy pointers on these calcified critters. Skeletons are aggressive creatures, found in the Black Forest, swamp region and mountains, and they guard burial chambers and ruined towers, but also may spawn in the meadows at dolmens. They are human skeleton remains that have been resurrected from the dead, and they come in 2 variants, archers and swordsmen, both of which can spawn in a 0, 1 and 2-star variant. The 0-star skeletons are a yellowy colour, the 1-star skeletons are an orangey colour, and the 2-star skeletons are a red colour, so keep an eye out for the different variants on approach, as at max damage a 2-star can inflict 50 slash or 40 pierce damage respectful to the spawn type. They will all drop bone fragments, up to a maximum of 4, but all variants will only have a 10% chance to drop a trophy. Just when you thought I'd finished clearing out my closet, there's one further type of larger, more scary skeleton, and these are called RANCID remains. RANCID remains will only spawn within burial chambers, with one exception of the skeleton surprise event after defeating the boss Bone Mass. They are larger and stronger than the regular skeletons, carry a green flaming iron mace, and also inflict poison damage. They come in 3 variants, 0, 1 and 2-star, but only have the melee ability. The 0-star are a greeny yellow colour, the 1-star are a turquoise colour, and the 2-star are a browny orange colour. So keep an eye out for the different variations when in the burial chambers, as at max damage a 2-star can inflict 40 blunt and 60 poison damage, so they really will pack a punch. My advice, if you meet one of these within the burial chamber, is to get it to follow you back out to the entrance, hop up onto the stone slab, and then you'll be fairly safe, as long as you stay away from the edge. You'll then be able to dodge their strikes and utilise this protection to take them out with either your bow or some well-timed hits. All variants will drop bone fragments up to a maximum of 12, and all also only have a 10% chance to drop a trophy. Now, as RANCID remains are fairly rare, this makes getting one of their trophies especially cool, and it's one of my favourites, so keep an eye out for this too, and hang it on your wall with pride. Like most enemies, skeletons and RANCID remains have a weakness, in this case to both blunt and fire damage. Therefore, attacking them with either of these, here I'm using fire arrows, will grant you a 1.5 times damage multiplier. However, they are resistant to pierce and frost damage, so you'll only take 0.5 times damage to these, and they're immune to poison. One other useful point to note is that skeletons cannot drown or swim, but can walk underwater, across the sea floor like in Pirates of the Caribbean, so it can give you a nasty surprise if they suddenly appear on your private beach. Within the burial chambers, there is also one other enemy type, ghosts. These are dark ghostly humanoid apparitions with glowing purple eyes. They will not drop anything on death, and they only appear as a 0-star variant, with a base health of 60, but can inflict 25 slash damage via melee attack. They are weak to fire damage, with a multiplier of 1.5 times, and resistant to blunt, slash and pierce, with a reduction of 0.5 times. They are also immune to poison. These are one of my favourite enemies, just because they're different, but also because they look like they're wearing little boots. One last note on enemies within burial chambers. Keep a lookout for the evil bone piles. They will look like a swirly black smoke with golden purple sparkles. They can spawn both archer and swordsman skeletons, and the spawned enemies have a 15% chance to be a 1-star and a 2.25% chance to be a 2-star. Unless you're wanting to keep a burial chamber with a spawner inside for an infinite source of bone fragments and skeleton trophies, I would advise to destroy it ASAP. Unfortunately, you won't get rancid remains spawned from these, so you'll just have to keep a lookout if you want to bag yourself one of those trophies. Right, now with the enemies out of the way, let's get on to the rewards you'll find in the burial chambers. Surtling Cores are by far the most valuable item you'll find here, as these will be crucial to your progression, but there are a number of other valuable items including rubies, amber and amber pearls, gold coins, feathers, flint-head arrows, and last but not least, yellow mushrooms. So, what is a Surtling Core, and why is it so important? Surtling is most likely a reference to Surtr, a mighty fire giant in Norse mythology, and the core is a cube-shaped item that apparently throbs with inner heat, and is used for crafting. As well as within burial chambers, they can be found later on from killing the Surtling creatures found in the Ashlands, as rewards in random chests, and also by recycling the materials of bonfires in captured fueling villages out in the plains. I hope this has been useful, and you've enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more of my content. I've been Golden Gek, and thanks for watching.